Okay, first, before we get into this video, please accept my apologies for not pumping out on a regular basis. I can make all sorts of excuses, but January's been a fucked up month, simple as that. Doctor's appointments, all that kind of crap, customers' cars, and that's going to continue now for the next few weeks, that's for sure. So, again, apologies for that, but, life. It gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? Now, to the Mark II. Okay, this is just a bit of a wiring update. I've just traced out a few more wires and got them sorted out. Here is a black and green. That goes from the Otter switch to the automatic choke. And there is also a green wire for the automatic choke. So you have a green and black. The green and black here, this one is linked straight over to here so that it gets the temperature sent to the choke and it says, go on, I dare you, choke me. Ooh, that's kinky. Here we have a, I think this is, hang on, I think this has got blue on it. Let me just check. Yeah, blue and green, and that is for the temperature sender. Down here in the depths is a brown and white. That is for the oil pressure. And in this harness, which harnesses the black and green, there is also a white wire which pokes its way out there, and that is for the choke. Don't lie, that is for the coil. My brain hurts, Brian. So that's for the coil. Not sure how much length I'll need, and I'm gonna somehow, I don't know yet, try and just at least make it look neat. As you can see, I've got my radiator there. It's not fitted, it's just in there because it's safe there. It doesn't get damaged so much, and when I need to do something, then I can pull it out. It's not fixed, it's just resting in there. And then obviously from the distributor, one of these will go to the power, not sure where, how, I'll figure that out. And the other one will go to the other side of the coil, of course. Okay, and that will be that one dealt with. Then, over the other side, I still have to finish off there, something I haven't yet done, so that I can put the washer bottle back on. Well, if anybody knows what those red wires are for over there, please do tell me. I have no clue at the moment what they connect to. I mean, I haven't done deep research, but someone out there must go, oh yeah, Gary, on my car, those red, well actually red, I think it's red and green, isn't it? Yeah, red and green. They must be connected to something, maybe, or maybe it's to do with, I don't know, the overdrive maybe, or there's another harness that runs from there. Don't know. Here, again, another kind of a question. Now, on all the wiring diagrams I've seen, there are two browns here, and then this big fat wire, that's the one that goes to the starter, that connects onto the other terminal. Well, I've got another brown wire, and I thought it went onto that terminal. Am I totally wrong and all three brown wires go onto this one terminal and then the starter one goes onto the other side? The only reason I'm thinking that is on the wiring diagram, as I said, it shows two wires on here, two brown wires. And I'm wondering, does it consider these two that are joined as one wire and then the other one as the second wire, so they should all be on this terminal? Now at the top there you have the red and white, which is correct. And then this one, as I said, that's going to go to the starter. And then to feed the solenoid from here, where the browns are, will go direct to the battery. And in my case, that's going to go to the positive because this car is going to be negative earth. Don't worry about the Durex battery there. That just happens to be a spare battery I have, and I'm using it for testing purposes. I will be replacing it with a AGM, probably an Optima. Probably. I don't know yet, not 100% sure. Okie dokie. What have we got down there? Oh, just the starter one. And this one for the dip switch. I'm going to have to make sure I tie that back properly. And my brother was here. He got it connected, but now I need to fix it so that it's not going to be, you know, rubbing up against the steering column. And also, as you can see, the wires are kind of exposed. I don't like that. So when I get it back on the ramp, I get underneath there and I'm going to tape that up. And also make sure that, oh, damn it. He split the grommet. Oh, crap. I've got to get another grommet. Look at it. Trevor, you twit. That's no good. Those wires are going to chafe against that metal. Ah, good God. Sorry, bro. I don't like that. That's coming out. I'm going to replace that grommet. Guess I'll order myself another one. Alright, let's move on to something else. Okay, I just wanted to add this. Those of you that think I'm being a finicky little bitch, this is the grommet here. As you can see, my brother sliced it. What happens with a sliced grommet, with vibration, the wires, and as you can see in this case, the wires are not covered by any other insulation, they slowly vibrate and they will find that groove. When they find that groove, they then move into it. And when they move into it, they will then find themselves a nice piece of metal, and with vibration, cut through the insulation and start a fire. Now, it may take some time to do that. You know, it's not a 2-minute job to vibrate that, but it will happen. Maybe not in your lifetime, but do you want to be responsible for setting fire to your classic that you spent hours and tons of money on, even though it may not be yours anymore? You can see how that grommet is. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable, and I will not allow it on my car. So now I've ordered a new grommet, and I will have to take this off and redo it. There you go. So yeah, maybe I'm a picky bitch, but there you go. That's the truth of the matter, and I know it through bitter experience, unfortunately. Okay. You have to sometimes create, and this is what I've created here. Now, this is terrible. This is a customer's car, but I needed to get on with my Mark II, and the door was hitting the ramp, and I needed something to hold the door open. And it's just a piece of string around the door handle, and he watches my videos, so I'm sure he won't object. It's just a piece of string around the handle, and it holds my door open. In fact, I'm sure he'll be honoured that he was part of the restoration. Now, let me spin you around here slowly. Here, ignoring that tool, I now have, he says, shining that way, the wiring harness through, using my lovely, lovely nylon thingy. Previously, I had pulled this harness through from the center here, and from the center I fed it that way and I fed it that way because of this hole here, where some wires come out for the interior lights and also for the handbrake, I believe. It was not satisfactory. I was not happy because I had a bunch of wires in this very tight space down here. I was definitely not happy with it. They had too tight a corner. So I've pulled the wires out, and I'm going to do the same on the other side, and then fed them back in through the hole at the end. Also, now I have to find the wires that come out here, and that will be less wires for me to pull. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that, but you should see, there you go. See that little bit of red tape and red wire, red and green wire? That is now what I need to hook onto, the red and green wire, because then I can pull out the wires that come up this center pillar. And that way I'm not putting tight bends in a wiring harness, which is never good. And in fact, any of you out there, yeah, you know I'm all anal about wires and grommets and shit like that. I'm an ex-electrician, so I know how these things can cause fires. And in a car, it's a very confined space, and yeah, you're with it. So you don't really want to be messing around with wires and screwing it up. So anywhere you have a wire, try and make the curve, turn, corner as broad as possible. Don't make them tight. If you bend them tight, you can cause heat, which causes, you know, fires. Right, so now my project is to try and hook that, and I will show you, but give me a moment. I've got to get the camera set up, got to get my hooks ready, and then we'll take it from there, and hopefully you will enjoy it. Now, I've got to mention one of my subscribers, I think he was in the Netherlands, and I will put his name up, sent me an email telling me how he'd done it. And he had used what in the past it was known as Copex, plastic conduit, with ribs that's flexible. And he said he put his wires in that and then put it in the sill. I guess it worked for him. It's not something I would do. That's all I can say. I mean, and if any of you are interested, when you see his name, just put a comment there, and I'm sure he'll be happy to send you how he did it, and maybe it will work for you. It's just not the way I'm going to do it. And that's no insult to him. He was giving me what he believed to be a helpful suggestion. And had I not been as anal as I am, maybe I would have done it that way. I don't know. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. However, you can see now that my wires are down there, and I'm just going to pull up what I need through that hole that has been, rolled to prevent damage. Let me get the camera set up so that you can watch me. Gosh, I feel like a movie star. All these lights around me. Now, what I'm going to try and do is find the piece that I need to bring up here. Now, I'm sorry you can't see what I can see. You can't see what I can see. Do-da, do-da. But I'm just trying. I think I might need to tug it a little more. Okay, give me a second. This is very delicate precision work here. Aha. Okay, I think I see a wire. I do. Now, oh, here we go. Oh, that was close, wasn't it? Yes, no cigar. Now I could use the hook one here. I got you. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, shall we? I'm sorry, I'm not going to get much of a view. It's more important I see than you do. Because I'm doing the work, you're just laughing. Ooh, I've got to be careful because we don't want to damage these wires. Okay, we're getting one of them. There we go. All right, good. Okay, now this is the easy one. Oh. Now, if I'm correct, which of course I'm not, should be able to hook onto the other piece, get that to come through. Does it want to? Does it flip? Excuse me. Damn that cheap cocaine. I should buy the expensive stuff. Do I have to say I'm joking? I tell you what, I'm not going to say it because I don't give a fuck whether you think I'm on cocaine or not. It's your choice. There we go. There we go. Look at this. Oh yeah, this is, as Freddie Mercury would say, this is heaven. Right. So that is the wires through now. Let me see. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to get it in the right position. And make sure I'm not causing myself a problem. So you're just going to have to sit and watch me for a minute. There we go. All right. Now, let's get this crap off of here. Well, actually, very useful crap, as it turns out. All right, I'll do that later. But let me see if I can show you. Hang on. Let's see if I can get a view where you can see what I can see. Hopefully you can see that down there. The harness that comes for the interior lights and the red and green wire, which I believe is for the parking brake, but don't quote me on that. And as you can see, it's coming now neatly through that hole in the support bracket of the sill. And that now, hang on a second. I'm sorry about this, guys. It's very hard to film in a hole. As you can see, it's nice. You know, there's plenty of room, and a grommet will go around here, and then a grommet here, and it will be perfect. And I'll do the same on the other side. Then, oh, hang on a second, I've got to get my ass off the floor. Then we will take this off of here and run it up there, and it will join up with this bunch. And in the rear, which is where the girls like it, we will get this around here, feed it through up to there and into the boot, and with this little rubber hose again, we will make a special grommet for here. And then once I've done that, I will be siliconing this in, not inside where the wires will come through, but to stop this piece moving. Hey, 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 how about that? Wow, progress, progress, progress. Oh, by the way, anybody need bonnet chromes, side bonnet chromes? Give me a shout. I've got all sorts of Mark II stuff, guys. If there is anything you're looking for your Mark II, I can't say I have everything. I have lots of stuff, and if I don't have it, I know a man that does. So there you go. All right. Oh, and I just rested the center console in there to see how the gear lever positioning of the Tremec 5-speed would fit, and I got to tell you, that looks pretty darn good, even though I've only just rested it there. But either way, it's not going to be too difficult for me to modify. And then I will get on and do all of these wires and get them connected but that's down the road. And I think I will put in the center dash piece so that I can get all those wires connected and out of the way, even though I'm not ready to put the interior in. I believe, and I've got to give it some thought, I believe I can put this centerpiece in without causing myself too much grief. Although I must first, shit, now double thought, here we go again. Overthinking, or underthinking, that vent, the exterior vent, I should get all that done first before I do that center dash, because that is a lot of fiddly fucking around there. All right, now, get out in the garage, do some shit.